Hi, my name is Michelle Young with Extremely Crafty. Today we're going to learn to make these fantastic fabric flowers. The materials we're going to use for this project are some red and black cotton fabric, some needles, some thread, a pencil, some black felt, a pin back, and the pattern template. So the first thing we're going to do is cut out our pattern piece. And then we're going to cut 2 pieces of red fabric that are bigger than our pattern piece. So you see the pattern fits on there nicely. I'm going to put the 2 pieces of red fabric right sides together, and I'm going to trace the pattern piece onto the fabric with a pen. And once I've done that, all I'm going to do is sew, either by hand or with the machine, all around the edge of the petal, leaving the bottom side of the petal free. So now what I've done is I've taken each of my petals that I had traced and I've stitched all along the outside of the petal, leaving the bottom of the petal open. And then I'm just going to cut around the outside, leaving about 1/8 of an inch. We want it to be very, very thin, and I've cut one here. So the next step for each of the petals is to turn them inside out so that the right side's facing out. And you might need a pointed tool, you might need a pair of tweezers, but basically just put the tweezers in there, grasp part of the petal, and pull it to the right side. The next bit is the circle for the middle of the flower. What we're going to do is we're just going to cut all along the circle, just about that 1/8 of an inch still. Make sure not to cut through any of your stitches. Right, done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull the 2 pieces of black fabric apart because we just want to cut through one of the layers. And I'm going to cut an X. And then I'm going to flip it inside out. And this part that's cut, that's going to be the back side. And the nice part with the flowers, you'll see, is going to be the front side. And we're going to hide all of that cut mark underneath on the petals. So I've finished making all of my petals. I have 6 of them. And I've poked out each of the tips of the petals and I've ironed them all down so they're nice and flat. I then cut out an oval of black felt, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange the petals on the black felt, and all of these middles can be overlapping. I'm just going to arrange them in a flower type pattern. Now I shall tack this down right in the middle with thread, and I'm going to take the circle, and the back side is where we put the X, so I'm going to put that to the back, and then I shall tack that down on top, and then that's the front of our flower. For the back side, we have the piece of felt, and what I'm going to do is just take a needle and thread and take the pin back and tack that down to the back of the flower. And it's as simple as that. So it's as easy as that to make a fantastic fabric flower. For more crafty ideas, go to extremelycrafty.co.uk. Extremely Crafty, creating happiness through craft.